Toronto folk hero Mendelson Joe, seen here in performance with lady friend stripper nurse Annie, has always been known for his constant image changes. When we visited him at his Yorkville studio recently, he greeted us with yet another face. Besides being a musician and composer, Joe is also an accomplished painter whose works have always sold well in both Canada and Europe. Joe's latest masterpiece is on the cover of his new album entitled Let's Party. But because of the provocative nature of the painting, Joe is having a hard time getting the album sold at certain record stores.
The cover has created a storm of, I guess, protest, and a couple of the major retailers of the record refused to stock it.
One major national record store chain has suggested that they would display Joe's new album only if it were put in a brown paper bag.
The cover is really reality as I perceive it, and sometimes one man's perception of reality is a little too close to the bone of reality for someone else. The album is entitled Let's Party, and what we really have here is a party, a posterior perspective of a party, with me, in my former image, suspended and bound in the presence of the posterior perspective. And I regret that such work would even come from my imagination, but I perceive a lot of people in a posterior perspective.
Oh, well, but not yourself, obviously.
Oh, no, I've done a self-portrait of myself as a posterior.
Oh, you have? Well, that's good.
But actually, I tried to control myself in the sense that if you're always a posterior person, really the only place for you is politics.
What about the songs on this album?
The lyrics are raunchy. The lyrics tell the truth.
Can you tell us what some of the lyrics are? I mean,
sure, let me just pick one. Well, let's say a song called Lawyers. We all, at one point or another in our lives or careers, encounter the lawyers or the middlemen. And lawyers, the lyrics go like this. Lawyers, they're on the inside. They're on anybody's side. That's if you pay them. They're legal bum boys. In jurisprudence, that's greedy prudence. Let's make money. But feed those faces, fill those pockets, have a nice day. Insulate your spirits and they'll all go away. And then there's farmers. They're on the outside, down by the roadside, breaking even. And they're feeding lawyers and politicians and physicians and musicians. And still, feed those faces, fill those pockets, have a nice day.
While Mendelson Joe has run into the threat of censorship because of a controversial album cover, two other Canadian favorites have found themselves in trouble for the content of their show.